to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
There wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. The guard pair will be Doncic and Reed. Then it's Jake LaRavia. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the power forward. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
And his eyes got wide once he got the ball inside. You just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
From deep, Reeves. And another three for the Lakers.
It's the confidence of Austin Reeves. He just knows what his shot is.
Garland against Reeves. Done outside. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And then Jones with the jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And here's Reeves outside. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
There it is. With Reeves, you don't have to worry about his confidence.
Done outside. Launches a three. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Garland's got his 4th assist in this one. Done against Doncic. Reeves outside. And another three for the Lakers.
And this guy is a competitor. I love watching Reeves answer the call like this.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Derek Jones. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. He told his guys, quote, "Do not get complacent. No coasting to the finish line here. Stay on the gas, keep the energy up, and close it out." Coach doesn't just want them to hang on to this lead. He wants them to extend it.
Thank you, Allie.
And all of a sudden, that three puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
And I bet he's thinking that he could close the gap completely if he can keep those threes coming.
Kessler with the rebound. Lakers trail by 4. Their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking.
Doncic converts inside.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
The thing they have to watch for is mental fatigue. They have to stay focused and finish the job.
Jackson setting the pick here for Ingram. And the Clippers miss again. Lakers have gotten every shot they've taken so far in the 4th quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter.
Just lost his head out there. What happens if you're pushing a little too hard?
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Lopez, he's checked in for Isaiah Jackson. Hachimura comes in for Sanders. And it's Benedict Mathurin in for Chris Dunn. Doncic fires. He drills the three.
He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
It's Garland with the ball for the Clippers. And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He knows every possession is critical now.
Things not going their way, and he to just try to talk this one over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They have the momentum, and Coach wants to find a way to try and stop it.
Now Mathurin.
Cleveland does a great job protecting the ball from any sort of shot block.
And he makes the first. All free throws good from Garland.
And he's got such a smooth stroke, and it never changes, even in this kind of a high-pressure situation.
And they double up Doncic. Doncic powers it home.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Garland, no good from three. And it's the Lakers ball. They're on a 19-7 run. Now Doncic. We've got 1:48 left here in the fourth quarter.
What determination from Doncic, pushing his shot through despite some stiff defense to draw the foul.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a three-point game.
And nice work at the line. I mean, when the game's this close, you have got to cash in on those opportunities. And it's easy to see why Lopez is out here in these moments, never afraid to take a big shot.
Doncic against Garland. Reeves, and he banks the layup in.
A guy who will do what it takes to get his team what they need. Reeves steps up.
Clippers trail by 3. Now here's Ingram. Outside Mathurin. From outside, Doncic there for the rebound.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
Launches it. That's off. The Clippers have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Reeves against Mathurin. Now Kessler. Can't get it to go. And so here are the Clippers. It's a one-point game. Lopez, and he misses the J. The critical possession right here.
Crowd on pins and needles, Kev.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Doncic against Ingram. 5 on the clock. Count it.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point, so I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
He sinks the clutch free throw.
And if they go on to win this, they can look back at that free throw as the pivotal moment.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Doncic. That's in there. And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home that
Luka, in the end, you guys managed to protect home. We know how exciting this game was to watch. What was it like to play?
I mean, it was,
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. And that'll do it, folks. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. See you next time.
slow it down. Said we're gonna slow it down. And can we just slow it down? Slow it down. Can we just slow it down? Slow it down. Can we just slow it down? Slow it down. Can we just slow it down? Slow it down. Down. I know sometimes I get busy, caught up in emotions. So let's just slow it down.
Too many times I told these, stop playing with me, go play with your kids. I don't wanna hear no opinions from people who still got dreams of making it big. I don't really care about what you would do if you had this bread or the things you would get. If you was me, you wouldn't work this hard. You don't know how long I've been waiting on this. I'm way too busy to hate on a bank account unless she banking on tips. I came up from nothing, was laying on sleeping in bundles and paying no rent. Everyone loves you when fame don't exist. When I made $1 million, they said it, I switched. My watch is too pricey, my chain is on lit, my diamonds are icy. I'm skating on this. Skating like Gretzky back in the 80s and running from but that isn't Brady. This is jail, but that doesn't faze me. I keep to myself if that's what it takes me. The day that you play me and be the same day me and Jennifer Lopez announced. So having some twins, there's 2 in the bag. You want the fame, but you wouldn't last. The difference between me and you is you trash. I'm really 100, you doing too bad. Look, if I'm at a 10, then you like a 2. If you was a 10, then I'd be 200 divided by 2. I'm too good at math. Look, they got me started, I'm back on my again. She got a I thought about for practice, like I've been auditioning. Cut it off when she started a bigger one. Cut it off with the scissors they use when they open the business and cut the red ribbon with. I'm ignorant. Too many times I told these, stop playing with me, go play with your kids. I don't wanna hear no opinions from people who still got dreams of making it big. I don't really care about what you would do if you had this bread or the things you would get. If you was me, you wouldn't work this hard. You don't know how long I've been waiting on this. I've been waiting on this. Devil in the booth, I'm Satan on this. Don't touch the stove, I'm begging on this. I'm Freddie, I'm Mike, I'm Chucky, I'm Jason on this. Run for your life, you shaking on this. Got some for hating on this. Look, all my celebrity crushes, I already. Be mad cause I did it already. I told them make sure to my dinner already. And I did it all and ain't you could tell me. Boy, what I want ain't you could give me. Got plenty of Benjis, but now it's more money, more problems. I should've listened to Biggie. And this type of living is not for beginners. You kinda losers do not make decisions. Try to be cool, but I'm not for the business. I got the like rock, paper, scissors. I keep the like rock, paper, scissors. I made the choice, it was not their decision. I'm not gonna listen to rappers who sound like broke records, but no, you did not make the Guinness. I'm highly offended. Only way you gonna get to where you wanna be, you gotta be a gimmick. And even if you made it to the bottom of the pit and try to climb it to the top, you know it'll probably be a minute. Always wonder how I'm feeling, and I tell them that I feel like I gotta pay the. And if it want me, she gotta be attending. If she sending me selfies, it gotta be. Too many times I told these, stop playing with me, go play with your kids. I don't wanna hear no opinions from people who still got dreams of making it big. I don't really care about what you would do if you had this bread or the things you would get. If you was me, you wouldn't work this hard. You don't know how long I've been waiting on this. Wait, I've been waiting on this. Devil in the booth, I'm Satan on this. Don't touch the stove, I'm begging on this. I'm Freddie, I'm Mike, I'm Chucky, I'm Jason on this. Run for your life, you shaking on this. Got some for hating on this. I'm waiting on this. I've been waiting on this. Not now. I've been
Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our Grant. These are two teams with some of the highest assist rates in the league.
Yeah, BA. And it really goes to show the unselfish attitude they both have. Not to mention how many skilled passers are on both rosters.
Here are the five for Philadelphia. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Dean Wade is out there with Joel Embiid. And it's Brown in at the 3 spot.
Oh, a nice slam by the swingman Barnes. His athleticism is his greatest strength.
Now here's Maxey. Over quickly. Maxey, that's good.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
Outside Barnes. It's rebounded by Wade.
Well, coaches really appreciate when guys defend with that kind of effort. Just a fantastic job protecting the rim.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Hurdle against Embiid. Here's the pick. Down low. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. Here's Barrett. And he buries his first look.
And I... love the confidence from Barrett. He enjoys finding room inside and capitalizing.
And while the Raptors are rebuilding, they're not bottoming out like some teams out there, Grant.
Yeah, they have some pieces. I mean, some young guys who can really play. And with the lottery odds flattened out in the play-in tournament, that middle road is more agreeable than in years past.
Brown gets the bucket.
And check out the handles from Brown. Just carving up the defense like a Thanksgiving turkey.
Quickly, passes to Leonard. Pass to Barnes. Back to Leonard. Clock at 6. Here's Barrett. Launches a 3. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Barrett's got 5 points.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Now here's Brown. Embiid, a screen on Leonard. To the paint. Embiid, good.
And there's the process at work. Embiid rolls off the pick and right into scoring position.
Kicks it out to Barnes. Pass to Quickly. Barnes with a screen on Maxey. It's Quickly with a drive. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Here's Edgecombe. The kick out to Maxey. Over Quickly. Rebound Toronto.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Here's Leonard. Yep, that one's good. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. To the middle. Here's Embiid. Hurdle with some nice D.
Well, give the defender credit. Sometimes it's enough to force the miss.
Pass to Barnes. Now here's Leonard. Brown with the steal. Here's Edgecombe. Still without a bucket. Philadelphia moving it around.
2 minutes left in the first. 2 minutes.
Brown against Leonard. Brown passes to Wade. 5 on the clock. And another miss by Philadelphia. For Toronto, they've gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. And since arriving in Toronto, his hometown, R.J. Barrett has seen his game take a step forward, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And in particular, his playmaking has gone to another level. If he could ever get his shot right, then he really will be off and running.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. 76ers trail by 5. Now here's Simons. And that's a foul called on Jakob Poeltl. That's his first foul of the game. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And here's Edwards outside. Rebound Toronto. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Darko Rajakovic. I brought up Tyrese Maxey and I asked him what makes him so hard to guard. He said, quote, to put things simply, his speed and his decision making. He's one of the fastest guys in the game and also picks smart shots to take. That combination is lethal. We'll see how his defense fares against Maxey tonight. Back to you guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. He's off on the first. Rupert, he's checked in for Maxey. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has meant everything, Grant.
Oh my, his growth both with his play, but also with his leadership has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy. It really helps pull this team together. Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Pass to Leonard. 34 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The Sixers trailing. Here's Edwards. And it's all tied up. And so quickly we'll bring it up for the Raptors. Pass to Murray Boyles. Back to Quickly. 6 to shoot. And the layup is good off the glass. Quickly's got 7.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Raptors out in front, leading by just 2. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go any... And this... This has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
And you can't overlook what they've done in the paint as well. A huge part of their success in this one.
We've got Trace Jackson-Davis, and it's Barrett in at the 2. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Pass to Shed. Here's Murray Boyles. Top of the key. Second chance shot. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Philadelphia shooting around 50% of the game so far. Simons finds Embiid. Inside, Embiid gets the advantage.
I love the confidence Embiid plays with, especially this close to the rim.
Here's Shed. He's covered by Simons. Pass to Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis, a screen. And that one drops for him. Shed's gotten his first points in this one.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call a timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Tim, you got into the NBA media very quickly after your playing days. Were you naturally drawn to this side of the game?
Well, B.A., I think I always saw the game as a coach would, trying to watch all 10 players at the same time. So for me, the ability to stay connected to the game while also talking about it and hopefully teaching people really is what's drawn me to it.
And they're not happy with the call here. Coach is given the first team foul.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this. Challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
All right, let's send it over to the sideline for some news on Jaylen Brown. What have they told you, Allie?
I spoke with the head athletic trainer for Philadelphia. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. It's one of those cases where when your team really needs you, this is the kind of injury that sometimes takes a back seat. He's going to give it a go.
Well, we appreciate it, Allie.
Well, it's a tough part of the game for sure. You see these athletes out here with the strength and speed that they play with, injuries are unavoidable.
Tim, with his agility and that 7'3" wingspan, Scotty Barnes can guard virtually anyone.
Well, because he's got the combination, Brian, of lateral quickness and physicality. He is great at the point of attack and fighting through screens. Just a top-shelf defender.
Here's Shed. Pass to Barnes. From 9 feet. That one off the back iron and out.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him. Yeah, we know Edgecombe has the athleticism to get through that inside resistance, but the control is also impressive.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Bonus checked in for Joel Embiid. Brown comes in for Edwards. And it's Tyrese Maxey in for Simons. Quickly, right side. It's stolen by Maxey. Fast break, Philadelphia. Here's Barlow. And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
Well, not all turnovers are created equal. Live ball turnovers lead to that.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic explained what he's looking for on the offensive end. He said, quote, it's unselfishness, ball and body movement, playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was, it would be a recipe. Back to you.
Yeah, got to roll with the punches. Thank you, Allie. It's good.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Toronto trailing. A minute 53 left in the first half of this one. Outside Barrett. Stolen. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Philadelphia?
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
And let's not forget their hustle. They've been running every chance they get, and that has led to easy scoring opportunities in transition.
Walter, he's checked in for Toronto. The 76ers also with a sub. Portis checked in. Back to Maxey. On target from range. Maxey's got 8 points.
And just so good at playing at high speed. Maxey gets the ball and takes the fast shot.
Here's Leonard. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
Well, I'm not sure if he was surprised to be that wide open, but something got him out of focus.
Bona nails the baby hook. And it's an 8-point 76ers lead.
Well, when you grab the offensive rebound, you're already right there at the rim. It makes the putback that much easier.
Walter from outside. He drops it from range. Walters has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. They set the pick. Pass to Bona. Philadelphia moving it around. And here's Brown for 3. Pirtle grabs a miss. And so quickly we'll bring it up to the Raptors. And here's Barnes. Beyond the arc. Hauled in by Brown. For 3, Maxey. They get it back. Here's Bona. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Philadelphia shooting their second and third free throws tonight. No good on that one.
Bona taking 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. 12 seconds left in the second period. Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
They're taking the opportunity to get airborne. Kawhi doesn't hold back when he sees an opening.
Here's Maxey. Oh, what an incredible end to the corner. Wow.
Incredible indeed.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Without question, Tyrese Maxey displaying all his skills today.
Yeah, he's played with great energy in the first half. Very disruptive at the defensive end.
Well, the energy really affects your teammates. It can be infectious, and now everybody has to match that energy up.
Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Joel Embiid is out there with Dean Wade. And it's Brown in at the small forward position.
And this is what makes Brown so dangerous. His ability to slice and dice physical defenses to pieces.
Here's Walter. Pass to Murray Boyles. Here's Walter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Leonard. It's rebounded by Edgecombe. Philadelphia leading by 8. Three-pointer. Counted from distance. Edgecombe's got 5 now.
Yeah, for a guy like Edgecombe, a big-time athlete, the pull-up is a good shot to have in your bag.
So far, Grant, we've seen some encouraging intangibles from VJ Edgecombe.
Yeah, you know, he reminds me of Victor Oladipo or even a Dwayne Wade physically. Just an explosive athlete. And I love the way he uses that strength and quickness at the defensive end of the floor. And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
And the Raptors making a change here. Barnes is checked in. On the move, Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Wow. Barnes straight down the lane for the jam.
The 76ers have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Brown with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. The baseline J is on the way. Brown can't hit. Raptors trail by 10. From downtown, it's rebounded by Edgecombe. Outside Maxey. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. 12 points for him.
Oh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
To the inside. Kawhi slam! Wow!
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Here's Maxey. 12 points for him. Embiid, high post. Lays it up and banks it in. Embiid's got 8 points.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Here's Leonard. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. The Sixers lead by 12. Here's Edgecombe. He's got 5. And a two-handed jam!
Only 6'2", but Maxey got some spring in his step.
And Barrett has got the ball here for Toronto. Well, Tim, you hear about the move to positionless basketball. The Raptors are well equipped.
Yeah, they are loaded with athletic wings and interchangeable pieces, which gives them a high level of versatility.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Murray Boyles. Soft touch off the glass. Murray Boyles has got his first bucket in this one.
And the shot selection has been great, but the volume isn't where it needs to be.
Here's Maxey. Here's Wade. Fires the 3. The shot won't fall.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian. Tyrese Maxey trying to do it all for his team. He said, I think the biggest part is leadership. I need to lead by example and lead with my voice. I have to play well, and if I do that, I can demand respect with my play. But I really want to set a good example just by how hard I work. Back to you, Brian.
Great mentality. All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
Well, this team relies on his scoring, and no shocker, he's done his part.
Pass to Leonard. Fades. And there's Toronto with another bucket.
Looking for a little extra style points right there with the fadeaway.
Now here's Embiid. On the wing, Wade. Philadelphia moving it around. The 3 from Edgecombe. Offensive rebound. Embiid. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard.
They're one of the most well-rounded players in the game. Embiid is also a top-notch trash talker, too. I mean, he knows how to get under the skin of his opponents.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Jakob Poeltl, he's checked in for Toronto. The free throw drops for Embiid. Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
Yeah, he's been reliable tonight, but that's certainly not the case for his team in general.
Simons deciding where to go with it. Embiid against Pirtle. Embiid can't hit. Raptors trail by 9. Barrett with it. 9 points in the game. 23 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Leonard gets the bucket.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
And at the right time, they could have let this game get away from them, but they never stopped believing.
There's Simons with a 3. Drops in the 3. Simons has got 6 points.
Yeah, the response from Simons, a streaky three-point shooter.
Leonard just muscles his way in.
A point-blank range. That is too easy.
Puts up a deep 3. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Philadelphia closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Getting lots of great looks. Shooting it well. That's why they're up. And more NBA action on 2K Sports. Coming your way right after this. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Well, the vision, the placement of the pass, and then the timing. You just can't do it any better.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Quickly at point with Barrett by his side. They're the guards. Then it's Walter. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. And it's Murray Boyles in at the power forward position. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Simons against Barrett. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
Just showing off his skills, Barrett hits the tough floater.
Philadelphia leading by 7. Tipped. Inside, here's Edgecombe. The shot no good. Some solid defense from Barrett. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Pass to Walter. Up and in on the layup.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
And so Simons will bring it up for the 76ers. They've led by as many as 14. And here's Maxey outside. The Sixers again can't hit.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here we go, the Sixers on the break.
Well, look, I mean, great anticipation on one end leads to points on the other.
Well, coaches love that hustle. Not only getting the extra possession, but then converting it.
Poeltl with a screen on Simons. Here's Barrett. Boom! He tapped it straight down.
Yeah, this is the kind of scorer Barrett can be. When he's playing to his strengths, he can catch fire.
The Sixers lead by 5. And here is Maxey. Pulls it. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Now that takes a skillful touch.
Yeah, excellent control to just ease the ball back up and in. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Walter. Philadelphia also making some changes. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Bona. Wade comes in for Barlow. And it's Brown in for Simons. A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stops right now. I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win. Guys?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Ali. Embiid passes to Brown. Brown, a screen on Leonard. Here's Embiid. Poeltl grabs a miss. Poeltl's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Barrett. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
Smart play call to get him something at the rim.
He is in attack mode every time up the floor every single night.
Here's Edgecombe, guarded by Barrett. Here's Embiid. Leonard outside. Quickly up top. Maxey covering. Leonard with a screen on Maxey. He got it!
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
And their all-around play has been the key to chipping away at this deficit.
Maxey misses the 3. On offense, here come the Raptors. They're on a 12-4 run to take the lead. Embiid there for the rebound. The Sixers leading. Outside, Brown. Brown gets the inside finish.
Oh, assertive play there by Brown, rising to the challenge of the moment.
1:52 left in the fourth. Now Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Here's Barrett. Quickly! Knocks down the trifecta.
You like how Barrett always keeps his eyes open, watching the court for those assist opportunities.
Now Maxey. 1:33 left in the game. On the wing, Wade. Outside Embiid. Ooh, too long in the paint. And he's hit with a 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw.
In this situation, this is exactly who you want at the line.
The Raptors making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. Here's the pass to Brown. He launches. Downtown, Jaylen Brown.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
Barnes with a screen on Brown. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Brown.
When it comes down to crunch time, Barnes wants the ball in his hands.
For Philadelphia, they've got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. Now Embiid. The 3 is in.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Leonard. Brown pulls down the board. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They've led by as many as 14. They double him with Barrett. Maxey fires. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
And this is where you really want to be mindful. No turnovers, no sloppy play.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Oh, it's off! Now Philadelphia with it. A big stretch here going, 10-2.
And I'll tell you what, this game is in the books. Not quite sure why they're delaying the inevitable by fouling.
And that's an intentional foul.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
First free throw is good, and that'll put him up by 9.
And what jumps out about VJ Edgecombe is his defensive abilities, because that's what can be difficult to teach. But he's already a very potent force on that side of the ball.
The bucket is good! Here's Simons. And they go to the intentional foul.
Fourth personal foul. Third team foul.
He gets the first, and that'll put him up by 9. He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop.
He did enough to put this one away. Just a hard-fought battle.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Fifth personal foul. 14 foul.
Good on the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 9-point game here.
When you've got your opponent down, don't let him up. This one's all but over.
Timeout called, the Raptors. Guys, your thoughts?
Too little, too late. Making a change won't save them now.
Well, you're going to have to play this out, take pride in every possession because they are critical at this point.
And so it's Philadelphia with the W. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Tyrese Maxey.